It's like they don't seem money obsessed. Like I'd be money obsessed. I'd be like, listen,
Me
here's what I'm doing every week. Like I need this much for the Louis and the Gucci's, and I need Rolex. Like this is you have to give me 10,000 a week, guys. So I would be a horrible human being if those were my parents. They don't see. So I just think Heather is into say to one child, okay, this isn't for you, and just great. I don't know. I think Heather's a wonderful mother. I do. I'm not going to change my opinion. Moving on to other things. We have a couple that is rumored. Look, they've never been so happy from where I'm sitting. Miss Lisa Hochstein from RHOM and Lenny Hochstein. They're in the news a little bit, Sarah. They are, listen, now I do know things. When it comes to RHOM, I got lots of insiders floating around down there.
Okay. Well, I want all the scoop because I have to get committed to watching RHOM. I just haven't been into it. And so tell me everything I need to know, but you're recently, like the universe has been telling me I need to watch because I just talked to the TV producer yesterday and he's like, you have to get on RHOM. It is so good. They have so much money. So yes, tell me what I need to know.
I mean, look, so when it comes again, like if you want to go down the list of like, again, I always say Kyle and Mauricio. I mean, even like Lisa and Ken, like there are marriages that if you told me, I mean, even Joe and Melissa, they're not going to break up. If there are marriages that you told me are going to break up, I'd be like shocked. Am I shocked that Ashley Darby and Michael Darby are getting a divorce? Not even 1%. No. I mean, so you really are.
I told you guys. And again, I was having this conversation with somebody else. I can't even remember who it was. I feel like it was another television personality or something. And I said, I have seen them so many times in real life, and they are a couple that just seems like they get each other, that they like. I just felt like they kind of had this joke pulled over all of us. And in the end, they were going to be sailing off into the sunset and, he would get old and she would take care of. I think they were sexy together. He's young. Anyhow, I've said my opinion. Like I'm shocked. I cannot wait to talk to her. I hope she comes on this podcast because I would be like, girl, what? Like they were into each other.
Please call Ashley afterwards. We have to get her on this podcast now. No, but so, I mean, when it comes to like Lisa and Lenny Hochstein, it doesn't shock me that, listen, they're filming and there's a rumor that there was another girl and there was a confrontation and they had a huge fight in a club. Lenny has denied this. Here's the thing. I mean, I've heard from many insiders, and we could just leave it at that look, I think from what I've heard, their dynamic is like, she wants him, believe it or not. She would like him to be like, faithful and into her. And she really, look, I think the more she's on the show, she's going to have her own money. But I do believe she went through years and years of like, not like, she doesn't want him to leave her. Like, I think it's one of those sad cases of like, don't leave me. Yeah, you've divorced and you get money and blah, blah, blah. But is it ever the same amount of money when you're done if you make nothing? That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
So I don't think I think she wants to hold on for dear life. And I think he wears the boots in that relationship, and that it was for nothing to do with TV. I'm talking about the past 10 years they were off TV, and it's like, just I have to do whatever he wants. Like, I don't want him to leave me. And this is just what my sources tell me. And I think that they have a lot more in common with Ashley and Michael than we think, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, we know.
I don't think that he has any bi tendencies. I don't think that he has any gay tendencies, but
if it's,
I think, maybe there's like the old school Ice Storm key parties come, everyone have a vodka on the rocks, put your keys in, and, maybe at the end of the night, it'll be me and Lisa and the kids, and I'll be sleeping upstairs, and there'll be like three extra people that have stayed. That's the rumor, that they have parties and it is swingers, and it is like, and there's, I think they probably have a sick, debaucherous sex life too.
Yeah.
I think there's darkness there, but I don't think it just involves the two of them. Those are just my sources that I've heard. And what do I know? Who the hell am I? So, but that's so.
Yeah. Who the heck is David Yontef, top podcaster in the top 25 most listened to podcasts in pop culture? But yeah, okay.
Are you creeping on me on the charts, Sarah?
You know I am. You know I am.
But
You
listen,
have such a bit show.
Oh my gosh, you're too nice. But listen, so the fact that there's this fight and it doesn't shock me, I mean, look, I mean, again, for Lisa, this is just like Ashley. If this is whether you get divorced or not, this is happening during RHOM filming. I don't think these listeners are going to care what it's like. We're here for it. Listen, Lisa to me was I'm most disappointed in her from last season, which is season 4 of RHOM, season 1 of the reboot, but really they're calling it season 4. I'm most disappointed in her. I had such high hopes for her. She's like a pretty interesting person. And like, she kind of fell flat on the screen. There wasn't really much going on with her. So I think this could just make her a better housewife, but really you got to get on
okay,
RHOM.
I'm on it because I know we're going to talk a lot more about it.
But this doesn't shock me. We'll have to monitor it. And Lenny denies the whole thing. And the other rumor is like he makes you sign stuff when you go to him as a patient, which I think this is probably true. Like that you can't leave him a bad review. And I mean, listen, we all get bad reviews, as you and I
all of us
2 weeks ago. By the way, speaking of that, we get the most hate on YouTube. We talk about, because I break it down to it's our Nene talks. Our Nene talks bring out people. A lot of people who hate Nene are like, you go, you two girls, and then other people come for us.
Oh my God, I have to go look. Okay, we're going to start. We said that we would do it this time and then I totally forgot, but I have to read our mean comments. I'm dying to see what people wrote. Did people write a lot of nasty stuff to us this week?
No, but just it's the same old, like, you two should fucking read the lawsuit before you speak about Nene. And I just responded to someone, no, thank you. I know enough of what's going on.
You are a fucking attorney. Like, do these people not understand this? Like,
but so that's where we get. So what was my point about hate? I don't know what was I just, well,
I mean, I think we, like you and I were talking about, I need to get on board with RHOM. There's obviously some things with Lisa's husband. I've seen those in the blogs about patients having complaints, but they can't say anything because he'll sue them. I mean, there's a lot going on there for sure. I wanted to read our nasty comments on this one on your Instagram. I mean, on your YouTube.
Well, you do that. What was I going to say? Speaking of something that's not nasty, a happy thought, Miss Schroeder, which I didn't even realize this was still a thing. I mean, Stassi and Beau went and had their Italian version of their wedding that they were supposed to have before the pandemic.
She looks stunning, by the way. She looks stunning. And, a lot of people that hated on her, I don't know if you saw this, bloggers, Instagrammers, all this stuff. People were like, this should have been for television. We should have followed her in TV.